Copyright.
This podcast is copyright based on Christian Swing, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by our school to see what we are doing to provide a Christian education for students in our area. All rights reserved.
All right, folks, we're doing a sound check. We should be done with that in just a minute. All right, folks, we're doing a sound check. We should be done with that in just a minute. It looks like we are live. We've got audio and cameras on, and we're about just under 2 minutes to tip off. This is the PCCS Knights hosting TCA Eagles.
PCCS athletes, spectators, and families strive to set a Christian example at all times.
All right, players are taking the court for a moment of prayer before the game. All right, this is the only game this evening. High school boys. Our next game will be Thursday, 3 games in Forsyth. PCCS being hosted by Riverview Christian School. All 3 of those games should be live streamed. And then after that, our next game will be on Saturday at Rolla, 3 games. High school boys, 2 games. High school girls, 1 game. Right now, those games are 10, 11, and 12. Times are approximate. And if we're not able to live stream, if we don't have Wi-Fi, then we will record. We'll be there with the camera, and we'll record and upload them later. All right, folks, it's time for tip-off. We've got a new camera. Not a new camera, but we've added a new view of this camera, and we're showing just the clock for the game clock. We'll try and keep an eye on that, make sure it stays live during the game. And there's the tip-off. And Josh Venom giving the tip-off. Knights with first possession over to Landon Gray. Landon down to Rust in the corner. Rust over to Lucas. Lucas up top to Venom. Venom driving down to the corner, coming back up. He's going to swing around to the far side, getting pressure. Passes it to Rust. Gray gets the pass back over to Rust. Up top to Venom. Venom over to Burton on the far wing. Burton back up to Venom. Venom down to Rust. Rust over to Gray. Gray along the baseline. Puts it up for 2. No good. But there is Lucas Burton with a putback. Good for 2. Nice. First one's on the board. And the score is, well, scoreboard is in the venue here is not working for the right side. I'm sure we'll work on that here shortly. But ours on the screen does show the correct score. Knights have 2. And the Eagles shooting a 3-point. Ooh, and it's good for 3. Eagles on the scoreboard with 3 points. Gray running the ball down. Long pass down to Rust in the corner. And, now the scoreboard in the venue is fixed. Okay. Knights lost the ball out of bounds on the baseline, and the Eagles bringing it back. The Eagles number 20 with a fake. Puts it over to 15 for a free throw. And missed his shot, went around the rim, came back out, and the Knights bringing the ball down. Gray's got the ball, gets it across. Long pass into the top of the key to Burton. Burton over to Venom. Venom to Walker under the basket, and the ball was loose. Eagles pick it up. Still Eagles leading by 1, 3-2. 20. Passing it over to number 4 for a long three-point effort. No good. And the Knights tip the ball out to Burton. Burton giving the ball over to Gray to bring it back. Gray making a fast break, passes it down to Russ. Russ trying to get it across to Venom, but number 4 saw the pass and stole it. Long pass for a fast break to 15. Missed the shot. 20 with a putback, no good. 15 gets it back. Another shot, no good. Russ with a rebound over to Burton. Burton to Gray. Gray's bringing it back for the Knights. Over to Venom. Venom passing it inside, but number 4 saw that pass and stole it again. Over to 15. 15 puts it up for a gentle layup, but it's good for 2. 5-2. Eagles in the lead. Coach Burton, I believe, calling a timeout. Yeah, it looks like 30-second timeout on the Knights. 5 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Quick shout out to our coaching staff. Coach Chad Burton is the head coach and athletic director of Pccs. He's being assisted by Brian Gray on the bench in the Gray League. And the Knights on the court, ready to bring the ball back in. Josh Venom going to bring the ball in to Landon Gray. Landon bringing the ball down. Over to Burton. Burton to Walker under the basket, and I think Walker drew a foul. I think that might have been on 32. I can't tell if the ref's signaling for our vantage point or for his vantage point. But Walker's on the free throw line shooting for 2. First one's up. Good shot. Score is 5-3. Walker's going to try and close the gap to a 1-point lead. Second free throw. Nope, it's off the front of the rim, but Burton got the rebound. He's going for a putback, missed it, and Eagles get the rebound off of that. Number 4 is bringing it down for the Eagles. Pass it over to 15. 15 back up to 4. 4 setting up a play. Down to number 20 in the corner. No three-pointer. Back up to 4. He's driving into the paint and tried to pass it. Josh tipped it up, and there's a foul. I believe that's on the Knights. We'll see what the ref says. 2-5 wide. Josh Venom with a foul. Eagles ball. Number 20 is going to bring it in on the baseline. 20 over to 4 in the far corner. Nope, no shot. Puts it up to 15. Driving into the paint again. Over to 21 on the far side, down to 23. Shooting from the baseline. It's across the basket. Venom with a rebound. Venom, long pass over to Russ. Russ back to Venom. Over to Burton. Burton driving into the paint. Puts it out to Gray for 3. And no good. But there's Russ with the putback. Good for 2. And it's a tie game. 5-all. The Eagles bringing it down. Over to 23. 20 gets it back. Taking a screen. Putting up a long three. Nope, that was an alley-oop over to number 4. And ball's out on White. Number 20 is going to bring the ball in. 20 puts the ball into 4 in the corner. Putting a shot up, no good, and there's Venom taking the pass. It's over the basket. Over to Gray. Gray bringing it down, pass down to Russ. Russ to Walker on the inside, and Walker going for an easy layup. And, the ref says travel. Not arguing with that, folks. Eagles ball. 5 all. 3 minutes 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Number 20 gets the ball from 15 back to 15. He's driving down to the paint. Over to 20. 20 back over to 4. 4 to 15 again. Puts up the three-point effort. It's off the inside of the rim. And rolling on the floor. 15 picks it up. Drives down to the baseline. Puts it up top to 4. Who's got some room to move. Puts the shot up but misses it. And Burton goes for that rebound. They're on the floor. And Burton passes it to Gray. Walker picks it up. Gray gets it back. Making a fast break. He's got some defenders. Pass it to Russ. Russ out to Venom. Venom driving to the basket. Puts it in. Oh! It rolled around down in the basket but came back out. All right, Eagles bringing the ball down. Still a tie game. 20. Pass it to 15 inside. Turns around for a quick shot. Miss it. Burton saved the shot from going out. Gives it to Gray. Gray passes it to Venom. Venom in the corner, passes it inside, and Eagles get the ball off the side of the rim. And 15's got some open quarter after a long pass, but missed his shot, and 20 tipped the ball out of bounds. 2 minutes, 39 seconds left. I think possession goes to the Knights. And that is correct. Venom's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. He's passing the ball over to Gray. Gray gets the ball down, gives it to Russ. Russ cross-court to Venom. Venom for 3. Oh, and nope, close, but not quite in. There's Gardner with a rebound, and there's a whistle. And I missed the ref. Looks like a push on, I think, number 4. Alden Gardner on that rebound. 25 is going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Pass it over to Burton in the corner. Burton up to Gray. Gray down to Venom in the corner for 3. And, oh, look at that. There's a three-pointer. Beautiful shot. 8 to 5. Eagles bring the ball down. Tipped off a toe. And there's Russ making a fast break. Puts the shot up. What a beautiful pause for a great shot. Good for 2 from Ledger Rust. And timeout on the Eagles. That's a 30-second timeout. That was well played. He timed that fabulously. Knew the defender was there and paused just long enough before he jumped to get the shot off after the defender went past.
Polk Christian School glorifies God through excellence as a Christ-centered educational environment that emphasizes servant leadership with a biblical worldview. You may find Pccs on the web at polkcountychristianschool.org and on Facebook at facebook.com/polkcountychristianschool or on YouTube at youtube.com/@PCCS, and a direct link to our live broadcast is youtube.com/@PCCS/live.
And it's Eagles ball on the sideline. 15 passes it into 20. 20 bringing it across down to 23 in the corner. 23 up to 20. 20 driving into the 3 and no shot. Gives it to 15. Puts it in from the paint and it's a miss. Venom gets the rebound over to Gray. Gray bringing it down. Fast-paced action. Over to Burton. Burton driving down along the paint. Puts the shot up. Good for 2. 12 to 5. Eagles bring the ball back. 20's got the ball. Meets Venom at the half-court line. Pass it to 15. 15's going to dribble around a little bit. Pass it inside to 4. 4's got some defenders on him. Passes it back out to 15. 15 driving into the paint, putting it up, and it's good for 2. 12 to 7. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. Setting up an offense over to Russ. Russ down to Gray in the corner. No shot. Bounce pass inside intended for Gardner. 4 saw the pass and stole it. And there's Gray coming up beside him, stealing it back. Gray passing it over to Rust on the far side. Rust out to Venom. Venom cross court to Gray, going for three. And it's over the basket, but Rust looking for a putback. Nope, puts it out to Venom. Rust gets the rebound on the missed shot, and the ref says travel. Eagles ball. 4. Pass the ball into 20 to bring it down. 20 across the court line and over to 23. 23 to 4. 4 for a three-point effort. Nope, no good. Gardner with a rebound on that. Pass it to Burton. Burton over to Gray to bring it back. Gray over to Venom. Venom, jump shot from inside the arc. Nope. Eagles trying to get the rebound. There goes Gray with a buzzer beater from 3. And there goes Venom with another buzzer beater. And no good. Good effort for the Knights. That's the end of the first quarter. So we'll take a short break. We're not actually going to end the broadcast. We'll just keep going. And we'll be back with second quarter action in just a bit.
On behalf of the school board, teachers, and all who have invested time, effort, finances, and prayer, we appreciate the opportunity to have a part in establishing a foundation in the lives of our students through Christian education.
PCCS and PCCS TV, promoting and celebrating Christ in school.
Folks, while we're on a brief intermission between quarters, I'd like to recognize some of our sponsors at PCCS, KYOO, AM/FM, Needmore Vacations, Shell and Hammer Construction, Womack Monuments, Bill Roberts Chevrolet, Edward Jones, Mid-Missouri Bank, Shelter Insurance, Stewart Custom Designs, and Wild Man Plumbing. Those are just some of our sponsors. We'll go through some more on our next break. And those are folks, businesses that have donated or contributed in some way to our past auction fundraiser, which will be coming up again in March. That's an annual March event for the PCCS Knights and the school. All right, Eagles bring the ball in. 20, bringing it across over to 15. 15 driving to the paint, puts it up for 2, and score is 12-9. Gray bringing the ball back for the Knights. Over to Venom. And Venom passing it down to Gray. Gray up to Rust. Rust meeting the defender and drew a foul. Knights ball on the baseline. Venom's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Gives the ball over to Rust. Rust hands it off to Gray. Gray, long pass cross court to Burton for 3. Burton puts it up, and it's off the rim and out of bounds, and looks like Eagles ball. Number 15 is going to bring the ball in for the Eagles, gives it over to 20. 20 over to 4. 4 back to 15, driving straight into the paint, putting it up for 2, and it's a good shot. It's 12-11. Gray bringing it down for the Knights. Inside to Burton. Burton puts his head down, drives to the basket. Gardner gets the rebound on the missed shot and lost his balance, rolled, and that equaled a travel. Rust is going to step out, and Ben Walker's coming back in. Number 20 is bringing the ball down for the Eagles, passes it over to 4. 4 for a three-point effort, and that's a good shot for the Eagles, taking the lead again. It's 14-12. Gray's bringing the ball down for the Knights. Pass it over to Venom on the far side. Venom driving down to the baseline, no shot, puts it out to Gray. He's got no shot, bounce pass to Venom. Venom trying to get it over to Walker, and number 4 stole the pass and gives it off to 20, who's open, puts it up for 2. It's 16-12. Gray bringing the ball back. Bounce pass into Burton. Burton out to Venom, putting it up for three. Off the front of the rim. 23 there for the rebound. And pass it to Four. Four bringing it down. Driving all the way down into the paint. Puts a shot up for an easy two. It's 18-2. Gray's bringing the ball. 18-12. Sorry, I misspoke. Gray's bringing the ball down. Gives it over to Gardner on the far side. Gardner down to Gray in the corner, putting up a three-point effort, and it's across the basket, and Venom's on it, but Eagles were two. Looks like it's out on the Eagles. Knight's ball. No. The ref signaled Knight's ball. Maybe he was signaling it was out on Knight's. Either way, it's Eagles ball. And Coy bringing the ball down, number 4. I just realized their names are on the back of the shirts. I can't see them real well. Okay, back to number 20. 20 back to Coy. Coy. Oh, puts up a three-point effort, and it's good. It's 21-12. Wow. Gray bringing the ball down, gives it to Gardner. And Gardner over to Venom. Venom swinging around to the far elbow. Puts it up to Burton up top. Burton swinging around the other side. Pass it out to Gray in the corner. And he's got a tall defender there on him. Tried to bounce pass it to Walker, and Coy stole the pass. Nope, that wasn't Coy. Oh, there's two Coys. That was number 15 that stole that. Drove it down, tried to put it up. Shot was no good. It's back over to 15. 15-4. 4 putting up a three-point effort. It's off the back of the rim. Venom with a rebound. Bounce pass to Burton. Burton giving it over to Gray. Gray's coming back down. Over to Gardner. Gardner back up top to Burton. Burton over to Venom. And, ooh, ref says charging. Folks, I can't argue that. 2-5. All right, Eagles ball. Hoping that was an accident. We're going to believe it was. 20 bringing the ball down. Gives it over to 4. 4 up for 3. And it's good for 3. So the score is 24-12. Venom's bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Rust on the far side. Rust out to Venom in the corner. Venom up top to Burton. Burton far side, near side to Rust. Rust up to Gardner. Gardner for a jump shot from the free throw line. It's good for 2. Beautiful shot. 24-14. Eagles over to 20-23 for a shot from the far side. No good. Burton with a rebound. Over to Venom. Venom's bringing it down for the Knights. Venom, ooh, trying a jump shot, and 4 blocked it and took the ball, put it up for 2. Timeout on Knights. Coach Burton pausing for a brief pep talk. While we're on a brief talk, let's give some shout out to some of our volunteers. Coach Ryan Gray in the gray hoodie and the black hat there on the bench. He's running the scoreboard on the Game Changer app. And then we've got Emily Burton at the scorer's table. She's running stats for the Knights. And then we've got Nate Wright and Jude Wright. Jude is helping run the scoreboard. And I think Nate is supervising. And then we've got out at the concession stand in the lobby and the gate, we've got Heather Hale running concessions. And Carrie Wistons is running the gate, taking the admission fee. Appreciate all our volunteers at PCCS. And, of course, the volunteers here from the Eagles as well. Coaching staff. I do not have a roster for the Eagles, so I can't recognize their coaching staff or athletic director by name. But we appreciate all they do for their team, making them available to come up here and play us tonight and to meet us at other venues. We played them in volleyball at the state championship on the girls' team. All right, and the Knights bringing the ball back in. 3 minutes, 24 seconds left in the half. Josh Venom bringing the ball down. Pass it over to Gardner on the near side. Gardner up top to Russ. Russ down to Venom on the near side. Inside to Walker. Walker out of the basket. Puts it up for two. And good. And I think he drew a foul on from 3-3 or 2-3. Yep, from 3-3. Looks like head. Fouled on that. Walker's at the free throw line. Scores 26-16. First free throw's in. That was a solid shot from Walker. 26-17. Bringing the ball down for the Eagles. Over to 4 on the near side. 4 back up top to 20. Over to 33. Head. And back up to 20. 20 over to 15. 15. No shot. Gives it over to 4. 4 driving down in near the paint. Puts it up for 2. And it's good. 28-17. Gray's back in. He's bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Russ on the far side. And Russ down to Gray. Gray back up to Venom. Venom over to Burton. Burton down to Russ. Russ down to Gray. No shot. Gray up to Venom. Putting it up for 3. And off the back of the rim. 20. Gets the ball. Gives it over to 4. He's trying to make a fast break. Meets Venom at the basket. And I think Venom stopped the shot. Number 33 tried for the putback. Missed it. But maybe drew a foul. Yep, looks like 33 drew a foul on his putback. So he's going to the free throw line, shooting for 2, I believe. First shot's good. It's 29-17. This is Head going for his second free throw, and it's no good. Venom with a rebound on that. Gives it over to Gray. Gray is bringing the ball back. Over to Burton. Burton driving into the paint. Puts it over to Russ. Russ up for 2. Oh, cross the basket. 33 with a rebound. Gives it off to 23. 23 to 4. 4's going to bring it down for the Eagles. Over to 15. 15 out to 20. Nope. Puts it back into 15 for 2. It's no good. And Gray tips the ball over to Burton. Burton takes possession, gives it back to Gray to bring it down. Gray over to Rust. Rust down to Gray on the baseline. Puts it inside to Walker, but he's out-jumped by Coy, number 4, who's in front of Walker. They're about the same height, but if you're in front, that doesn't help. Coy puts it up for 2, and it's good. Score is 31-16. Gray's bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Rust. Rust down to Gray in the corner. Back up top to Venom. Venom to Burton. Burton over to Rust. Rust down to Gray in the near corner. Back up top to Burton. He's going for 3. And, oh, a beautiful nothing but net for Burton. Great shot. Score is 31-20. Down under a minute in the first half. 15 puts it up for 2. Missed it. Gray with a rebound. And the ball is out of bounds. See who the ref said it was out on. Looks like out off the Eagles. So it's white ball. Gardner's going to come in. He's subbing in for Venom. And Gideon Walker coming in for Ben. Gideon's number 30. Gardner's number 10. Gray's bringing the ball down for the Knights. Gardner over to Rust. Rust driving down to the baseline, passing it up to Gardner. Gardner up to Burton. Burton over to Gray, going for 3. And close, but not quite. Gideon with a beautiful rebound, and look at that putback. Love to see that. Gideon Walker, good for 2. Following in his brother's footsteps. Number 4 bringing the ball down, gives it off to 15. Over to 20, 20 back to 4. And three-point effort, no good. And Lucas Burton trying to get that buzzer beater full court shot, no good. So going into halftime, it's 31-22 with the Knights trailing by 9. All right, folks. Quick shout out to some more of our sponsors at PCCS: Douglas Hahn and Heidemann, Esch Salon, First Baptist Church, Hogan Farms, Motor Monkeys, Oakstar Bank, Parton Real Estate, Pitts Chapel, Polk County Crop Services, State Farm, Brian Chastain, agent, State Farm Insurance, Gianna Andrews, agent, All Creatures Animal Clinic, Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Ready Mix, Creator Designs, Creator Lights, Garrison's Trash Service, and Hubbard Realty. We appreciate all our sponsors at PCCS, not just the ones we listed during this game, but anybody else who donates money, time, prayer, just effort. We've got a lot of volunteers that make this a success at PCCS, and I'm sure the Eagles do as well, and I'm sure that their parents at Trinity Christian Academy appreciate all the volunteers and sponsors there as well, helping these schools to provide a Christian education for students in their area. So let's look at the upcoming schedule for PCCS. We've got I'm going to turn that clock off for a minute. Alright, so we've got an upcoming away game, 3 games on Thursday the 8th at Riverview Christian School in Forsyth. Those games should be live as long as the Wi-Fi is working. And then 3 away games at Rolla on Saturday the 10th. And those games will either be live streamed or recorded and uploaded later if there's no Wi-Fi. But the camera will be there, and so we will have video of those games. That's 2 high school boys games and 1 girls game so far. And that is subject to change. The games are supposed to start at about 10 a.m. on January 12th. There's, looks like 2 games starting at 6 o'clock right here at Bolivar Middle School. Those games should be live. That's against Show Me Christian from Lamont. And on January 15th, away games, high school boys, high school girls at Training Center in Garden City at 5:30. And those games will be recorded or live streamed, again, depending on their Wi-Fi availability. If they make Wi-Fi available, then we'll live stream them from there. Either way, we'll record in case the Wi-Fi doesn't work. On January 16th, that'll be on a Friday, middle school boys and middle school girls travel to Clinton for the Clinton tournament. That's normally a 2-day tournament. So I've added January 17th on my schedule here, but I don't see that on the team schedule, so I'm not sure if that's actually a 2-day tournament this year or not. If it is a 2-day tournament, we will be there with a camera for at least the first part of Saturday. We'll have to leave probably around noon or 2 o'clock on Saturday. And on January 20th, high school girls, high school boys playing at Fort Scott at 5:30. And I believe that game, I don't know if they have Wi-Fi there. I know the camera will be there, so we'll have a recording of that. If there's Wi-Fi, then we'll live stream it as well. January 22nd, middle school girls, high school boys traveling to Marshfield. First game at 5:30. And I believe that game, I don't remember about Wi-Fi there either. And January 26th, high school girls, high school boys traveling to Humansville against Humansville Tigers. First game at 5:30. And then January 27th, middle school boys, middle school girls traveling to Gloria Deo. And I think that's in Springfield. I think that's an away game. And that should be live streamed as well. They've been gracious enough to share their Wi-Fi with us in the past. And then one other item that I did not list on this schedule is this Friday, the PCCS drama class will be doing a production called Nativa TV. That is a postponed presentation. It was going to be right before the Christmas break, but we ended up having to postpone that. It had several main characters in that event who were out sick and had some understudies ready to step in for them, but the coach and the high school staff just felt that we needed to postpone that and get most of those students back, because that sickness could go around and catch some others as well. So we're going to do that this Friday. The cameras will be on site, but we will not be able to live stream it. We will record, and I went out today and set up the audio, so the audio is tied in. We'll be getting quality audio straight from the soundboard, and so we'll have really good audio, and that'll be whatever's into the mic comes straight into the video. And so once that is done, I will take the cameras home, and I'll get that video and that audio off of the cameras, and I will get them compiled in together into one file and uploaded to the YouTube channel. So that should hopefully be available within just a few days. So I'm super excited to see that production.
We invite you to watch a replay of this game and all our past school events on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@PCCA.
Folks, thanks for joining us tonight on PCCS TV. You're watching PCCS Nights hosting TCA, Trinity Christian Academy Eagles, at Bolivar Middle School. We're just over a minute before third quarter action. We're in halftime right now, and when we get back, the Eagles should have possession. The Knights got the tip off at the start of the game. And the score is currently 31-22. And the score clock has been staying on screen during the game, so that's been a nice surprise. We've struggled with that specific camera in the past when we tried to use it as a scoreboard and clock. All right, the Knights are back on the court. And coming in for the second half, we've got Landon Gray, Josh Venom, Ledger Rust, Lucas Burton, and Ben Walker. Burton and Walker are the only I think Josh Venom might be a senior as well. I know that Burton and Walker are for sure seniors. All right, second half action is live now. Gray bringing the ball down over to Russ down to Gray in the far corner. Gray back up to Walker. Burton to Venom to Russ, and Coy stole the pass. Coy, long pass down court to 15, and he's open, puts it up for a layup, no good. Walker with a rebound, gives it to Burton to Russ to bring it down. Russ passes it over to Gray. Gray over to Venom. Venom passing to Gray in the corner, puts it up for three, and it's over the basket. 23 got the possession. Gives it to 4 to bring it down. 4 looking for an open player. Gives it to 15 in the corner. 15 back to 4. 4 driving into the paint. Walker stuffs that shot, blocks it, and Eagles got it back. 33 up top to 20. 20 down to 15. 15 passing it. Well, nope, it wasn't a pass. And the ball's out of bounds. Venom brings the ball into Gray. Gray's bringing it down for the Knights. Gray over to Venom on the near side. Up to Russ up top, over to Burton on the far side. And Burton passing to Gray inside. Gray giving it to Walker. Walker going for a shot, drawing a foul. And that was on Got a number ending in 3. That's gonna. I can't tell if it's 33 or 23. I think it was 33. Not that it matters. Walker's at the free throw line. Scores 31-22. Walker's gonna get it to try and get it to 24. First free throw is good. That's a solid shot. He has been on fire tonight with the free throws. Walker's second free throw was a miss, and the ball's out of bounds on the Eagles. So Venom's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. 31-23. Venom puts it over to Walker. Walker puts it up, missed it. Lucas Burton will put it back, and there's a foul. We'll see what the ref says. 33 with a push. All right. So that foul was on head. Burton's going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. First shot is a miss. .21 coming in for 33 for the Eagles. Burton at the free throw line for his second free throw. Second shot's a miss. 15 got the rebound. Make it a fast break, but he's going to meet Gray, Venom, and Rust. Slowing it up. Passes it to 4. 4 back to the 15. And missed the shot. And Burton with a rebound, and there's a foul. Ref says 1-5. I'm not sure what that signal means, folks. All right. Venom brings the ball into Gray. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Rust. Rust back up to Venom. Venom to Rust. Rust down to Gray on the far side. Gray swinging it back up top to Burton. He's going for 3, and Venom gets the rebound on the missed shot. Rust driving inside. Well, they strip the ball and keep possession. Pass it down court to 20, and he's open. Puts it up for 2. 33-23. Venom brings the ball into Gray. Gray bringing it down. Over to Venom on the near side. Driving into the paint. Gets caught up in some defenders. And number 4 with the rebound, and there's a foul. Ref says 25 white. Venom with a foul. 4 bringing the ball into 20. 20's going to bring it down for the Eagles. Over to 23. 23 back up to 20. 20 swinging it around. Puts up a short shot. Long pass. I thought it was a short shot. They ended up putting it up for 2. So it's 35-23. Gray bringing the ball down. Puts it over to Rust. Rust up to Venom. Venom going for 3. It's off the rim, and Walker with a putback. Missed it. And 23 gets the rebound off of that. Over to 20. Driving into the paint. Pass it across court. It's out of bounds. Nice ball. And Gardner's going to come in and sub for Venom. Gray bringing the ball across for the Knights. Over to Rust. Rust down to Gray on the far side. No three-point shot. He's driving in along the baseline. Puts it up. No shot. Walker got the rebound. Went for the putback. There's a whistle. Ref says 1-0 White with a push. That's Gardner. Eagles bringing the ball down. 23. Wow. Puts it up for 3. That's a good shot. 37-23. Gray bringing the ball back down for the Knights. 4 minutes left in third quarter action. Over to Gardner. Gardner to Gray. Gray to Burton. Burton to Gray. Gray putting it up for three. It's off the side of the rim. Gray followed his shot. Almost had the rebound, but number 4 got it. He's making a fast break. Puts it up for two. And rest is charging. So it's still 37-23. Gardner brings the ball in. Oh, refs had to give the stats table signals on who the foul was on. That was on number 4 with the charging for the Eagles. Gray brings the ball down for the Knights. Over to Rust. Rust down to Gray. Gray passes it inside to Walker. Puts it up for two. That's where Walker gets his bread and butter. All right, Eagles bringing the ball back. Number 4 puts it up to 20. 20 over to 15. 15 beats some defenders, puts it back out to 20. 20 back to 15. 15 back up top to 20. 20 cross to 15. 15 putting it across the basket, no good. Gardner with a rebound, gives it to Gray. Has some open court, slowing up, making sure that we don't lose possession. Gray passing it over to Gardner. And Gardner back up top to Burton. Burton driving into the paint, and there's a whistle. Looks like a block. 1-5 on Eagles. Oh, we're in bonus, so the Knights are going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. That's because the visitors have 5 fouls. Puts us in bonus, is my understanding. Folks, I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't know much about the game. I don't know a lot of the signals that the refs call. And I certainly don't know the rules. Oh, free throw's good. So a lot of this that I'm saying, I'm guessing at. (37-26). Second free throw's good. 37-27. Eagles bringing the ball down. 15. Wow, look at that three-point shot for 15. It's 40-27. Gray brings the ball down, passes it to Gardner, who goes cross-court to Walker, but Coy, number 4, was there to steal the pass, gives it to 15, misses shot, and Rust with the rebound. Rust gives it off to Gray. Gray's bringing it down, and cross to the corner to Burton for 3, and almost in. And the Eagles, well, the ball's out on somebody. I think it's out on White. Yep. All right. Eagles bringing the ball down. 4 passes it into 23. 23 passes it back to 4. And 4 gives it over to 23 in the far wing. Back to 4 up top. He's driving down to the paint. Puts up a 2-point shot. And it's good. It's 42-27. Gardner's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Gives it to Gray. Gray bringing it across. Over to Rust. Rust down to Gray in the corner. Pass it inside to Walker. It's a little high. Walker couldn't get it, but Rust got it. And gave it to Burton for 3. Look at that, folks. Beautiful. 3-point shot for Burton there. Well, I got a graphic that's supposed to work, but it didn't work. That's all right. We're going to let it go. Ref says push. On 21, I believe he said, yep, 21, Head. Well, folks, there's 2 with the last name Head. I think I'm just going to stick with numbers for the whole game for the away team tonight. All right, Burton at the free throw line. First free throw's good. Score is 42-31. Second shot was a miss. 15 got the rebound. Trying to make a fast break. Gets past a couple of defenders. Puts the shot up. No good. Gardner with a beautiful rebound. Gives the ball to Gray. Gray's making it down court. Fast break. Gets past a couple of defenders. Puts the shot up. Ref says it's good. And I think he drew a foul in the shot on number 2-1. Head. Gray's going to the free throw line. Shooting for one, I believe. Gideon Walker coming back in, subbing in for Ben Walker. And there's a timeout. I missed who called the timeout.
You are watching Pccs.
Testing my graphics there to see which ones are working and which ones aren't. All right, Gray on the free throw line, shooting for one. Shots up, no good. Gideon, almost had the rebound. 21 got it though. Gives it over to 23. And back up to 20. Over to 4. 4, pass it inside to 15. And there's a whistle. Because we lost the shoot. That was number 15. And the ref signals a push. Possession goes to Eagles, so I'm guessing the push must have been on the Knights. Yep. Looks like we got credit for another foul there. And Gray tipped the pass, and it's down court. And Gray with a... I got to say that's probably a fair call. I think the ref called a travel because Gray was sliding with the ball. But beautiful effort for that. Love to see that. All right, number 4 gets the ball to bring it down for the Eagles. And turns around, puts the shot up, no good, but follows it, gets his own putback. Good for 2, it's 44-33. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Gray down to Burton in the far corner. Near corner, for 3. No good, but Gardner saves the ball from going out. Pass it to Gray, and Eagles seal the pass. And travel. Ball goes to the Knights. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Gardner brings the ball in to Gray. Gray down to Burton in the near corner, driving along the baseline and going for the shot and drawing a foul. Number 4 with the foul. Burton going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. (44-33) currently. First shot was a miss. Second shot is good. 44-34. 15 breaking the ball into 4. Making a long full court shot. No good. And we're at fourth quarter action. Looks like they'll get a short intermission between quarters. All right, I'm going to test those graphics again real quick. Well, that one's not working. Just making sure that they're not just running slow. Sometimes, if the Wi-Fi is slow, they take a while to start. There goes another one. That one's kind of working. I'm going to stick with the other two that I know work well. All right. Well, we got two working. All right, 44-34. It's a 10-point lead for the Eagles. The Knights are absolutely capable of coming out on top in this game, the way they ran that first quarter. But they're going to have to do something different in this quarter, and I'm sure Coach Burton has just given them some good game strategy on how to make that happen. Eagles bringing the ball in. Number 4 is going to pass it in. Gives it off to 20. 20 back to 4. And 4 over to 15. 15 swinging it over and then back down to the top of the paint. Puts it up for 2. Right off the bat, they get 2 points to 46-34. Gray's bringing the ball down for the Knights. Gray over to Rust. Rust back to Burton. Burton to Venom. And Venom to Gray in the near corner. Gray up for 3. It's off the back of the rim. And number 4 with the rebound. Making a fast break. Right alongside Gardner. No shot. Passes it to 20. 20 up top to 15. 15 got to set up an offense. Ledger doing his best on the defense, and there's a whistle. White for 2. That was on Ledger Rust. Good effort. It's going to be Eagles ball on the far sideline. Josh Venom providing defense there at the sideline. Eagles send it back across the midcourt line to 15. And Russ there with the defense for 15. Burton, short shot, and 23 with the rebound. And travel. So it's going to be Knights ball. Venom's going to bring the ball into Gray to bring it down. Gray over to Venom. Venom driving into the paint, putting it up for 2. Gentle shot. It was a miss. But Burton got the rebound, puts it back for 2. So it's 46-36. 4 is bringing the ball down for the Eagles. Driving straight down into the paint. And another charging call. Same thing that happened the last time. Well, it looks like that shot counted. Well, I thought the signal was charging. Apparently it wasn't. It looked like the same signal they had earlier. Either way, that's a foul on the Knights. And he missed his free throw. So it's 48-36. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. And 20 forced a turnover. Making a fast break. Passing it over to 23. No shot. He's going to bring it back out. Passing it up top to 4. Cross to 20. 20 back up to 15. 15 over to 4. 4 driving into the paint. Puts up a 2-point and foul on the floor before this shot. And ref says that's on 2-5. Josh Venom. So now we've got 5 fouls. No, we've got 3 fouls. The scoreboard to my left that you're seeing now doesn't show the 5 correctly, or the 3. Okay, the Eagles put a shot up. It's 50-36. 5 minutes, 44 seconds left in the game. Gray down to Venom. Venom to Burton in the corner. Burton for 3 and missed the shot. 4 got the rebound. Long pass to an open number 20. And he's going for a shot. Missed it. And there's Gardner with the rebound. And 15 tried to force a turnover. Missed it. Gray's got the ball. Cross court to Burton. Burton got a block from 15 during the shot, I believe. I don't know if he's going to go to the free throw line or if we're just going to get possession. Looks like we just get possession. That must have been before the shot. Venom bringing it all in. Over to Gray, Burton to Gray. Gray back to Venom for 3. And it's across the basket. Rust with a putback and draws a foul. Ledger Rust going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. And I missed the signal from the air ref on who the foul was on. 33 is queuing up to sub in. Rust first free throw. Off the front of the rim. Still 50-36. 5 minutes, 6 seconds left in the game. And Rust's second free throw is in. 50-37. 4 bringing the ball down for the Eagles. 4, swinging it around to the far side, passing it to, well, up top to 15, back to 4 in the elbow. 4 to 20. Long 2-point shot, but it was good. His toes were on the 3-point line, so counted for 2, but it's 52-37. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights over to Rust. Rust down to Gray in the corner, driving along the baseline, putting his own shot up and missed it. And that was 33 with the rebound, gives it to 4. 4 to 20, turns around for an easy 2-point layup, 54-37. Gardner passing it in to Gray. Gray bringing it down. Gray over to Venom. Venom putting it up for 3 and off the top of the rim, top of the backboard. But the Eagles get possession. Ball stays in play. 23 passes it over to 4. 4's bringing it down. Gives it over to 15. 15 to 20. 20 across to 33. 33 trying to pass it, but Gray saw the pass, stole it, making a fast break, puts it up, and jump ball on the floor. Gardner and 33 on that jump ball. Possession goes to White. Josh Venom bringing the ball in, gives it to Walker, and that's Walker's specialty. Puts it up for 2, 54-39. 15 brings the ball in to 4. 4 is going to bring it across, passes it, long pass to the 23. And he's going to do a jump shot from outside Walker. And no good. Burton there with the rebound. Gives it to Gray. Gray's trying to make a fast break. All the way down to the paint. Puts the shot up for 2. Walker got the rebound. Ooh, had the rebound. And it was pulled out. But Burton stole the pass. And Burton passing it over to Venom. Putting it straight up for 3. Oh, nothing but net. Beautiful, beautiful shot from Venom. And timeout. 54-42. I missed who the timeout was on. And there goes, I think, Jonah, our mascot for the Knights, making his appearance. First time I've seen him this season. Good to see that. Oh, I'm being corrected. That's not Jonah, that's Gideon. Thank you. Folks, if you have the opportunity, I highly recommend going out to PCCS this Friday for the show. I believe the doors open at 5:30 or 6 for the drama event called Nativity TV. Drama coach and teacher Aaron Anderson is directing that play. And it promises to be a great event. I hate that I had to miss it. I was off for the original scheduled date so I could record it. All right, ball's in. Eagles bringing the ball down. 20 back across the 4. And 4 down to 20 on the far side. Up to 15. Driving down to the baseline. No shot. Back up top to 20. Back to 15. 15's going to swing it up top to the corner. Over to 20. 20 back to 15. Looks like they're trying to just burn some clock time. But they put a shot up, and it's a miss. 33 going for the rebound. And Gray gets the rebound over to Venom. There's a whistle. Ref says 23 blue. I believe he said 23. Yep, 23. Knights ball. Gray to Burton in the near corner. Burton driving into the baseline, putting the ball over to Walker, or up for a shot. Either way, Walker put it in for 2. It's 54-44. And number 4 going for the shot, and there's a whistle. See what the ref says. 52, that's on Walker. And I'm sure number 4 is going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. That is correct. First free throw is a miss. Still 54-44. It's a 10-point game at the moment. Second free throw is up and no good. Walker with a rebound. Walker over to Gray. Gray over to Burton. Burton going for 3 and no good, but Venom with a rebound on that. Over to Gray. Gray going for 3 and off the rim. Burton gets the rebound on that. They're going to slow it up. Gives it to Venom for 3 and miss. 33 with a rebound. He's got an open player down court, but I don't think he saw him, and looks like an elbow on the ice, up from the ice. Oh, full timeout on blue. I think that was a foul on the ice. All right, folks, as I was saying, I was talking about the drama event on this Friday, the 9th, and if you get an opportunity to go out and see that at the main campus of Polk County Christian School here in Butler, I highly recommend it. It promises to be a fabulous event. They did a drama event last year. I think that was the first year we did one, and it was a wonderful presentation, and that one was led by Aaron Anderson as well. So this one absolutely promises to be great. I've seen some of the script and some of the props, and I kind of have a general idea of the gist of the story. I am super excited to be seeing the recording since I won't be able to be there in person. All right, folks, Eagles ball comes into number 23 on the far side. He's passing it to number 4 and travel. Nice ball. 1 minute and 19 seconds left in the game. And Landon letting the ball roll down court to save some clock time. That was Landon Gray. Gives it to Burton. And Burton going for the shot. Missed it, but there's Ben Walker with a putback right away. 54-46. 4 pass the ball to 23. 23 making sure they keep possession. And Knights tried to steal it, and there's a whistle. 33 white, I believe. And the Eagles are going to shoot for 2. 54-46 at the moment. First free throw's good, 55-46. 1 minute left in the game. And the second free throw is good, 56-46. Gray following the ball down court, picks it up, passes it to Burton. He's driving along the baseline, puts it up for two, and it's straight in. And timeout. $56-48 at the moment. I believe the timeout might have been on the ice. Folks, if you're not able to attend a game and you want to watch the live score, even if we don't have a live stream, if we're at a venue that doesn't have Wi-Fi or the Wi-Fi is just not good enough for the broadcast, you can get on the Game Changer app and follow Pccs and watch the live score on the Game Changer app. Coach Brian Gray normally does that. You can see him standing there with an iPad managing that scoreboard. And the Eagles bring the ball in, 15-4. And 4 down to Gray. Gray forcing it. Well, timeout. Timeout on the Eagles. I think the coach was worried they were going to lose possession. And it looked like they were doing a good effort to keep it in control. The Knights were sure trying to make a turnover. Probably a good call on the timeout. .9 seconds left in the game. All right, players back out on the court. And ball's coming in from the near sideline, right by the score table, over to 23. He's going to 3-3 White with a foul. And that's 6 fouls for White, so I think they are in bonus. And it looks like the Eagles are going to the free throw line shooting for 2. First free throw is good, 57-48. Second free throw is good. 58-48, 10-point lead. And Gray's bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Burton on the near side. He puts it up for 3. And Gardner with a rebound. Jump ball. Good rebound. Eagles bring the ball in and whistle. Ref says, I think he said 42. Either way, it's a foul on the Knights. And 58-48. Number 4 is back at free throw line shooting for 2. First free throw is good, 59-48. Second free throw is good, 60-48. Gardner passed the ball into Venom. Venom to Gray. Gray driving all the way down and drawing a foul. On 1-5. Venom's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. 27.9 seconds left in regulation play. Venom puts the ball into Burton. Burton to Gray. And Gray, bounce pass. Nope. Eagles sold the bounce pass. Give the ball over to 4 to bring it down. He's bringing it across and looking for an open player, gives it to 15. Ball's out of bounds. Not sure who it's out on. Probably on White. Over to 33. 33 driving straight down through the defenders, all the way down to the baseline. Oh, they held the ball, and that's final play, folks. End of the game, 60-48. Eagles on top. All right, folks, thank you for joining us. Hope you join us on Thursday while we're broadcasting from Forsyth versus Riverview Christian School.
This podcast is copyright Polk County Christian School, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by our school to see what we are doing to provide a Christian education for students in our area.